Guys, it's been a while since I've done an update. I've been gone for about 2 weeks. I figured I'd go ahead and do one on the turtle eggs. As of now, it's been 2 or 3 months. Still not much change, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that they more than likely are infertile. However, I'm still gonna let them go until I got definitive proof that nothing is going on. That is, so the camera's not gonna focus that well, but trying to show you there are no veins inside the eggs. I've still got the same little white spots, but nothing that's indicating life. When I look at the eggs closely, inspecting, looking for mold, I'm not seeing any mold or anything else, but I'm just not seeing any life. So because I'm not seeing any life, trying to candle them, I don't want to pull them out, but I'm not seeing veins or anything, any signs of life. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that they're no good. As I said though, until I've got definitive proof, I'll keep them incubating, just because they're in the same aquarium incubator. Temperatures of roughly 100 or 86 degrees and close to 100%, 80-90% humidity. So I'm not going to candle all the eggs. I just wanted to show you what was going on with those guys. I took my smaller Matamata out of the big 475 gallon. He's in a 75 gallon right now with 2 hang on the back filters. This is temporary while I get him acclimated to eating frozen food. At this point, he went on an extremely long fast. So he's been fasting since October. And while I was gone for my class for 2 weeks, my wife was able to successfully get him to start eating frozen. What I was trying to do was feed him from tongs so I could count how many he was eating, and then just to make sure that there wasn't any waste left over in the system afterwards. What she was doing, because she's not the one who normally does it, she was dropping fish in here and just leaving them. And he got to him as he felt like it. So at this point, he is eating frozen, very sporadically, or sparingly I should say. But I fed him the other day, he ate 6. Next time I feed him, I'll try 8, and then somewhere around that is usually about what he eats every couple of days. Right now I'm feeding him smelt. The smelt are boned and skinned and everything else, so not that nutritious for him, but at least I've got him started eating. Once he's a little bit more consistent, and then maybe if I can get him on tongs, I'll switch around. Not much change has happened with these two, with the beasts. They are still in the same 475. Because it's been cold, it's been winter, we've gotten quite a bit of snow here. I haven't had that much opportunity to really go wood hunting, so it's pretty much been the same, just water changes and daily maintenance. I haven't been able to build on that extension like I wanted to start the or the land area. My plan is to build it on the cage, go in this direction, pull this wall down, pull this wall off, put it behind the beams here in this open space here, and then have it come out a little bit into the floor in this general area. Make it roughly 3 feet by 3 feet and probably 1.5 to 2 feet deep. But I don't have, as you can see, a lot of space to work with, and I've got stuff back there. I just haven't had a chance or time to pull it out yet. So I did a massive water change yesterday. Bigger male, he's doing all right. He was, obviously, I was gone for 2 weeks. My wife is not with the water changes and all the other stuff. So he was kind of in a bad shed from the diminished water quality from sitting in the same water. I usually do massive water changes, 70 to 80% every week. And they went 2 weeks with the same water, so it was getting kind of nasty and he wasn't liking it. Miss Lady is sitting under here. One of these next couple days I'm gonna pull her out and start trying to palpate, see if I can potentially feel eggs. I doubt they've been breeding because they tend to stick to their 2 corners. All that aggression I was having before isn't happening now. When they do interact with each other, they just kind of look at each other and then go their separate ways. It's not that aggression. She's not nipping and biting like she was before. So I'm assuming that was because she was full of eggs and she wanted to make her intentions very clear that she was not in the mood to be breeding. So yeah, I did get my 220 gallon. As always, my basement down here is messy and cluttered. 220 gallon is set up. I moved all my convicts and a couple of other fish in here. I may just leave it as a breeding tank for the convicts, let them fill this up and then start pulling the babies and passing them off to food. So here's 2 convicts with fry. I'm letting them grow out. They're typically good parents, so with any luck they'll grow these out until they're too big for the rest of the fish to eat. If not, then they'll get eaten. A couple of other, there's another pair established over here and another pair established over here. So I've got plenty of parents in here that have the potential to breed. I've added, because it's kind of turned into an ornamental tank now, up until I decided to move the bigger turtle over, I've added a couple of ornamental fish. My silver dollars, the ones that made the trip from Alabama where I was stationed last, and that stuff. The 300 gallon stock tank is still in the house. It's got all of my Kilodina oblonga and my Riamani for the winter. So these are my snake neck turtles, 2 different species, male female here, and then another male. The Riamani is right there. I need to find him another female. The female I had escaped while they were outside in Alabama, and she's gone. The big fish that you're looking at right there is a Feste or a red terror cichlid. Obviously he's ornamental. So yeah, these are the ponds. This is not always in the house. It's normally outside, but I had kind of, with the 220 being down, I had to make do and brought this in the house while I was waiting on a replacement to come. Since winter should be over in the next couple of weeks, I hope, to next month, I'll be able to pull this back outside. The Riamani has his own little 100 gallon stock tank similar to this. The 2 oblongos will be in this. And then that's my ponds. So just a quick update, show you all of my turtles. My wife has fallen in love with him. He looks a little like E.T. And then he's actually quite personable. He always comes around and checks me out, and then if I put my fingers too close, he's always hungry. So if I put my fingers too close, he'll try and bite me also. But my wife likes him. So, pretty cool turtles. Alright. Again, my little guy, he's hanging out bare bottom just for ease of maintenance, and because I got these weak filters, I want to make sure everything gets blown around and picked up. And I don't really talk too much about this guy, but see if I can get you without a glare. My African lungfish. Whoops. More than likely what's going to happen, he's going to get moved into my 75 gallon. And my little guy is going to get moved into here. That gives the little guy a lot more water and a little bit more room. He doesn't quite need all this space. But I want to get the little guy eating before I put him in a bigger tank where I have to chase him around, or I have to do so there's more space for food to go to waste. Alright, so that is my update. Again, sorry for the glare. I just broke some glass. So now I gotta clean it up. And then last one but not least, I don't ever show this guy. This is Boris, my sulcata tortoise. That's a piece of Missouri croc diet on the floor right there, not a turd. He's hanging out. It's pretty late, so he's probably about to find a corner and go to sleep.